In another video, I already talked about that the goal in management is to increase efficiency, effectiveness and efficiency, and that by doing it, you're going to increase productivity. Output per unit of input is the definition for productivity. Pretty sure Sina's already made a good video on that. And it's asking how much work gets done in a certain time period. So the control function is to monitor and to make changes if necessary. Let's see how this applies to your life. Let's say that you're a student in this class and your goal in a semester is to get a B. Okay? So if your goal is to get a B, then if you wait until the end of the semester to see, am I getting a B in the class? If you wait until the end of the semester, it's too late. You're not going to get the B in the class. You're not going to do well at anything if you wait until the end. Your goal as a student is to create little markers along the way to tell you whether or not you're making progress to your goal. Okay? And in the business world, we refer to this as benchmarking. Now, I'll show you what benchmarking is in a little bit here, but what you need to know right now, benchmarking. Benchmarking is comparing yourself to one of your competitors or comparing yourself to what you had planned in advance. So, when you go to KFC, you'll see that they have a screen up above the workers that when you place an order, it starts counting the seconds when you place the order. So it tells KFC this is how long it takes for each customer to go through. Think about why that's important. That's important to KFC because if it takes too long for a customer, then that customer is going to be unhappy and people will stop going to KFC. So KFC wants to measure how long every single customer takes to get through the system. So in that case, they're comparing how they performed against what they had planned. Another meaning for benchmarking is comparing yourself to your competitors. So KFC knows that no matter how good they are, they're never going to be as good as McDonald's. So McDonald's has got it down to a point where you get through very, very quickly. But KFC needs to know that they're in the same time level, they're in the same ballpark as McDonald's. Now back to you personally. It's the beginning of the semester. If I were doing quizzes the way I used to do quizzes, where quizzes were 10 marks and the midterms were 25. I'm not doing that this semester, but let's say you're in a class, not my class, some other class, and you take that first quiz, and the quiz is worth 10 marks, and your goal in the class is to get a B. That first quiz you take where you get a 7 out of 10, that is telling you that you are not achieving your goal. You're not getting the B. Okay? So what does that tell you need to do? If you're not getting the B, what do you need to do? I hope what you know you need to do is that you need to study more. Because you're not achieving your goal, so you need to study more. All right? So then you move on and you take your midterm, and on your midterm you get 23 out of 25. That's, for the record, that's like 90%. So you're doing better. Your goal was to get a B in the class, and now you're doing better than your goal. Awesome. Okay? So by the end of the semester, it's too late to worry about it. If you want to do well in this class, you need to know, or in any of your classes, you need to know how you're doing as you progress along. That's how college classes work. It's different when you go into graduate school, it's different when you're in high school, but this is how college classes work in the American system. I think it works differently in other systems, but yeah, I'm American, and you're taking a class in the American system, so here you go. Hi. Benchmarking. How you compare your performance against a competitor, and how you compare your performance against yourself. It's not a hard term. Nothing I teach is that hard.